Hi to everyone, this is Derelict and welcome back to FreeSpace to Derelict.
After the successful strike against the cruisers orbiting Sirius 12, the Shevans began to move. Fearing the worst, we allocated our heaviest armaments to defend the inhabited worlds, led by the GVD Nextbet. All non-essential personnel were evacuated from spaceborne installations, and planetary defenses were placed on highest alert. When the Shevans came, we would put up a hell of a fight. But they never did. The Shevans were moving, to be sure, but the same systematic tactics we saw nearly 4 decades ago were nowhere to be seen. The GVD Kephrem and GTD Ignatius continued their search. It seemed the hand of destruction had spared Sirius, if only for the moment. That hope was short-lived. Less than an hour ago, the Shevans materialized near the Castellan shipyards, stationed adjacent to the Sirius Deneb jump node. The evacuation of the shipyard was still in progress under the direction of the GTD Guardia. The SD Azatoth appeared first, crippling the destroyer almost immediately. The rest of the Shevans followed, and while many of our people fought valiantly to cover the escape of shipyard personnel, I am afraid to report that casualties are in the thousands. That having been said, this could have been much worse. The SD Narlithtep and her fleet are now somewhere in the Deneb system. The Kephrem and the Ignatius are moving to coordinate their efforts to pursue the Shevan advance, while aid and rescue efforts continue in the wreckage of the Castellan shipyards. Welcome to Deneb, pilot. I hope that your next visit will be under more pleasant circumstances.
Okay, the question. Yeah, GTD is really big.
For all accounts, was a massacre at the Castellan shipyards. A number of vessels did manage to flee to safety. Several have made it to safe zones within Sirius, but another group of ships fled through the jump node into Deneb. We have just received a distress call from the GTCV Epicurus, a corvette escorting a handful of ships, including 2 medical cruisers, assigned to evacuate the Castellan crews. After arriving in Deneb, they made a secondary jump, only to find themselves in trouble.
Normally Revenant doesn't have 2 BF threats, by the way.
The Epicurus herself sustained heavy damage in the escape. Her jump engines are presently offline, and life support is failing. Her crew is moving to abandon her, until such time as the corvette can be towed back to safety. She has deployed sentry guns and a transmitter, along with safety codes to deter pirate salvage. However, our more pressing concern is the GTM Tellus, one of the medical cruisers that also made an escape. The Tellus's jump drive overloaded as the group fled the shipyard. Like the Epicurus, she is dead in space. However, the damage to her jump drive is not as severe as the corvette, and it can be repaired with one of our crews. This is important, given that the number of escapees on board is more than can be handled with our available rescue craft. Due to our recent arrival in system, we are the nearest unattached unit that can oversee the rescue effort. Alpha, you were to fly cover for the crews as they evacuate the Epicurus, and repair the systems aboard the Tellus. The Shevans are present in Deneb, but we still do not know their location. Delta Wing is on standby for reinforcements, if you need them. Good luck, pilot, and let's make sure that the casualties at the Castellan shipyards are kept to a minimum.
Okay. So basically the Shevans not attacking any planets.
I'll get your bags ready.
All 2 ready, Grace. We have deployed the sentry guns and are ready to abandon ship.
Alpha, now that you're here, we're gonna get Grant back to safety. You're in good hands, tell us. Thanks, Tony. See you at the rendezvous. Good to see you, Alpha.
This is the Lori May requesting permission to dock, Taylors.
Granted, Lori May. The sooner we get this done, the better.
Is everyone alright in there? Tell us. Epicurus? Sounds like you had quite a fight.
It wasn't a fight. It was a mess. The Shevans went to us like we weren't even there. It seemed like we were just in the way. They had us there to right, but they didn't seem to care.
Welcome to our world, Epicurus. Ever since the Narlithtep showed up in Delta Sigma, we've just been in the way.
Alpha, we've docked with the Taylors. Our engineering crews are on their way to the engine room.
Okay, we're down. Alpha, watch our back while we load everybody on. It's gonna be a tight fit.
Just speed this up.
God, the aerostat just jumped in. She's about 45 clicks out.
Looks like the whole party's there. Damn it, we're not ready to clear out yet.
Alpha, clear your engines. Everybody, cut power, play dead. We're gonna make a hasty exit.
Play dead? You want us to drop our plans and moon these bastards?
They seem to lock onto power fluctuations. They've probably already noticed it. Make like space junk and float.
Alright, but they seem to look at me sideways and I'm putting a harpoon in their tailplate.
Mackie, will you put a stock in it? He's gotta get us all killed.
Why? They can't hear us. We're on the tight beam low power transmission. Dan, there's a wing of fighters. Hold your breath. Maybe they won't see us.
Just shut up, pilot, and let them think we're space junk.
Around so many units, the GTS department will be able to deal with these immediately. We killed like 10 times more Shivans in the FreeSpace 2 Great War campaign, but yeah, they weren't so... The Demon Cloud destroyed not so hard to destroy. In Incursion we destroyed with an Orion. Yeah, the Ravana is also not so hard to destroy if you have... If you take down the...
I don't like this. They're getting close. So someone forgot to shut off the sentry gun? Good move, people. You think they've noticed? Looks like the party's over. Let's get them before they go for reinforcements.
Don't know in a moment.
I'm not willing to wait that long. Right, sorry, May. We're going to have company. For your sake, get out of there.
We've almost got it. We're doing a quick bypass that should give us a short jump out of this area.
else again.
Alpha, just keep those fighters off her back.
But the GTV does not bring Shivan vessel back to somewhere else and place me bombs just in case to detonate it. That's something I don't understand either. I would have done that. The GTV is completely idiot in this. It's another thing I don't like in this campaign, but no problem.
Alpha, the Great, Glory May, and Kellis have all made it out of the system. Get out of there while you still can.
Okay, everyone left. I'm going away as well.
We weren't expecting this kind of a firefight, Alpha. However, both the Tellus and the crew from the Epicurus managed to escape. It seems that the Shivans jumped into the area, not in pursuit, but by coincidence. Luckily, your playing dead ruse worked, even if only for a few moments. We're tracking the Narlathotep and its accompanying armada as we speak, and hope to implement a plan of action within the day. Be prepared to be called back up for duty at any moment.
Okay, so thank you guys for watching and see you guys in the next one.